Namaskar. In one of the previous videos, we had a look at what are atoms and how the atom name came to be, right? Also, we saw what were the different laws of chemical combination. Whenever there is a chemical reaction, how do all the different elements combine? What are the laws governing it? Now here in this video, we are going to look at something called as Dalton's atomic theory. Now Dalton's atomic theory, from the name itself we can understand it was made or put forward or theorized by a scientist called Dalton, right? Let's look at who he is and then we shall proceed further with Dalton's atomic theory. He is Dr. John Dalton. He was born in England to a poor weaver family. His family was of weavers. Okay. But you know what was the most amazing thing about him? Can you read the second point? He started his career as a teacher at the age of 12. He started teaching at the age of 12 and that was the most amazing thing about him. And he presented atomic theory, which was a turning point in the study of matter. Let us look at what Dalton spoke about atoms. He said that elements, compounds and mixture are all made up of small particles called as atoms. This was one of Dalton's points. Okay, I repeat, elements, compounds and mixture are all made up of atoms. So, we can even safely say that even our hair is also made up of atoms, our skin is made up of atoms, the clothes we wear, everything is made of atoms, right? Now, here are the 6 postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. There are 6 points or 6 postulates. The first point says that matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms that are indivisible. Now this first point gets carried into the second point as well. But the first point says that all matter, irrespective of whatever it is, even if it is a speck of dust, it is all made up of tiny particles called atoms. And moving forward in the second point, atoms are indivisible particles that can neither be created nor destroyed. Atoms are indivisible particles that can neither be created nor destroyed. Then the third point says that atoms of any given element is identical in its mass and chemical property. So what does that mean? Now, if you take a drop of water, okay, or rather, let us take one drop of water in your left hand and take one drop of water in your right hand. Okay. Now, both the drops of water are the same. They both weigh the same. And chemically also, they both have the same properties. And that is exactly what is said in the third point. Atoms of a given element is identical in mass and chemical property. Okay. So obviously the exact opposite would be the fourth postulate. The fourth postulate would be an exact opposite of the third one. What would it say? Now the first point said atoms of a given element is identical in mass and chemical property. So the fourth one would actually say that the atoms of different elements are different in mass and chemical property. Now this time what you do, in your right hand take a drop of water and in your left hand place a drop of milk. Both are different in mass, both are different in chemical properties also, right? That is what is said in the fourth point. I hope I am clear. I am not confusing you all too much. Now moving ahead. The fifth point. It says that all the atoms combine in the ratio of whole numbers. Okay, or rather there is a small correction here. Combine in the ratio of small whole numbers. Okay, so I hope you all went through the previous video on what are atoms, right? In that there is an example that talks about the ratio in which hydrogen and oxygen combine with each other to form water, isn't it? So there that ratio is in whole number. What is that ratio? You go back to the video and find. Okay. So the fifth postulate or the fifth point in Dalton's atomic theory states that it combines in the ratio of small whole numbers. They don't combine in the ratio of 1.25 is to 0.75 or 0.8 is to 0.383, like that and all. They don't combine. They combine always in the ratio of 1 is to 2, 3 is to 4, 5 is to 7, something like that. Okay. And the last postulate or the last point says that the relative number and the kind of atoms are always constant in any given compound. Okay. The relative number and the kind of atoms are constant in a given compound. Now let's just go through all these 6 postulates once again. The first point says matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. The second point says atoms are indivisible particles that cannot be created nor can they be destroyed. The third one says atoms of a given element is identical in its mass as well as chemical property. An exact opposite of this point is the fourth point. That is, atoms of different elements are different in mass and chemical property. The fifth point says all the atoms combine in ratio of small whole numbers. And the last point says the relative number and the kind of atoms are constant in any given compound. That covers completely about Dalton's atomic theory. I hope you found this informative. Thank you.